Hello, today I'm going to be building Ahsoka's lightsaber from the Clone Wars. This will be a basic Proffie install. I'll start by going over the parts I'm going to be using. The first is the NeoPixel connector, next is the speaker, 28mm. Then of course we have the chassis, along with the battery and the battery tabs. And lastly we have the button, which I forgot to lay out, and the soundboard and power switch. So let's begin by wiring up the 28mm base speaker. Now that that's done, let's move on to the battery tabs. First we're going to want to cut off the excess bits to make them fit. With both the negative and positive wired up, it's time to start putting things in the chassis. And with that, we only have 4 more things left in the build. So next up, we have the NeoPixel connector. As always, we begin by putting the pins in place and then soldering them in. Once that's done, we attach all the wires, which includes 1 data line, 2 negative, and 1 positive, and then the positive directly to the battery. Now that all the wires are attached, and the NeoPixel connector is in the chassis, we can now move on to the next part. It's time to set up the power switch. With those 2 things completed, we're now about 75% complete. Let's move on to the button. This hilt only takes 1 button, so we don't need to add another. Don't mind all the random rubber bands, they help me keep all the parts in place while the E6000 cures. Now let me say something about this button. This hilt design requires a magnet to be glued to it so that you can press the button from the outside, without the outside button falling off. Getting it to work right was the worst. It took many hours, but finally it's time for the last piece. This is going to be a pretty quick and easy installation, considering this is a Proffie board and we don't have that many wires compared to what I normally do, since it doesn't have any additional features I offer and it only has 1 button. And now that that's done, all we have left to do is attach this decoration piece. Now we're ready to see if it all works. It works. Let's see it with the blade in. This lightsaber build has been officially completed. So before I end off this video, let's just check out some of the other fonts and blade styles. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a bit shorter than usual, but I hope you enjoyed it just the same. Thanks for watching.